Hi, I'm Jennifer Cabic from the 2014 Creative Team, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make bezels out of either copper tubing that you can get from the hardware store, or if you have them, some bullet casings. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Thanks. Okay, here are the supplies that you're going to need for this today. You're going to need firing brick, third hand, your cross-locking tweezers, a little pipe cutter, you could get this at the hardware store, a couple bullet casings, some pipe, copper pipe or brass pipe you can get from the hardware store, some jump rings, torch, and some solder paste. So let's get started. Okay, first thing you're going to want to do is either take your copper tubing or your bullet casing and you want to set it inside the tube cutter. Now when you use a bullet casing, you got to make sure that the end of it is clear for when you tighten and turn, or else you're not going to be able to turn the bullet. And I use this little shelf liner that helps me get a good grip on it. So what you're going to do is you're not going to tighten it real tight. You want to tighten it just so the blade goes into it and turn. And as it gets easier to turn, you tighten the blade and turn. And you keep doing that until it cuts through. So now we're going to want to get it set up so we could solder a jump ring on. So I have a couple of the tubes already cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solder the jump ring onto the bullet casing, and I'm just going to, for little stuff like this, I like to use solder paste. So what I do first is I take my torch and I have it all set up on my brick in my third hand, and I just heat that up a little bit so the paste will flow. And I took some sandpaper and I sanded that down to clean it up a little bit. You could throw it in a pickle pot if you like. So I am just going to get a little bit of the solder paste, and what's easy for me to do is I took a piece of wire, copper wire, and flattened it, and this is what I use to apply my solder paste. So I just put some in there. And all my stuff is pretty organic looking. I really don't care about it being a little bit messy on there, because I could go back in and I could, file it down a little bit, but I kind of like that, and I could also cover it with the iced enamel, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm going to take my flame, and I'm going to hold the flame down on the bullet casing to heat that up more so the solder just doesn't go onto the jump ring. And it'll flow here in a minute. And there it goes, you can see it flow. So that's going to be kind of messy. I probably will tidy that up a little bit. And I'm going to get my tweezers and I'm going to quench it in water. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that again with part of my copper tubing. Moved a little bit. There we go. And there it goes. It's flowing. Let it set for a minute. Quench it. There you have it. All you have to do is throw them in some pickle, and they are all ready to use for your beautiful creations. Thanks so much.